Alright, hello everybody. Today we are going to review the Toro Rosso STR10, driven by Max Verstappen in the 2015 season of Formula 1. So I was pretty excited to see Minichamps re-releasing these cars. Unfortunately, this car is exclusive to CK Motorcars. So I bought this motorcar for 180 euros, which is expensive, but a fair price for 1/18 scale motorcars. It's a really fair price to say. That's why I bought it for. This motorcar, as we speak right now, it goes for 300 euros, which is crazy. It's almost doubling in price since a span of 2 weeks, which is ridiculous in my opinion. And this will probably grow more in price as well. They do this more often. They did this with the McLaren Gold Flipper as well, for 500 euros, which is crazy. And those are just crazy markups, which are really, really crazy in my opinion. As you can tell, the model I already opened because I hit a rattle and the rear wing was broken. I believe this came with DHL. I don't think CK Motorcar has any part in this, but DHL just went very sloppy with this motorcar because the rear wing broke off, which was very unfortunate, so I had to glue it as well. Those two things were not really positive, but I'm very, very happy still about the motorcar, and I cannot wait to show you guys in person as well. So let's get straight into this box of this motorcar, shall we? Right, so this is the box of today. Front of the box, we have this nice little red color with the Scuderia Toro Rosso logo, and underneath there we have a Minichamps logo as well. Top of the box, we have a tricolor of black, this bronze color and red. Once again, a Toro Rosso logo as well. Side of the box, we do have a Minichamps logo with text underneath which says Scuderia Toro Rosso Renault STR10 Max Verstappen First F1 race Australia GP of 2015, and a 1/18 scale indicator. One thing to note is underneath the box it says Minichamps exclusive edition for CK Motorcars and Paddock Legends. While I can never see any models like these on Paddock Legends, they're really not up to date with their stuff. So yeah, box opens up like this, and there we go. Look at that. So like I said previous time, usually boxes come like they are coming now, without that tray, and that is a little bit of a downside. And like I said before, I actually had to repair this monocar. The wing came off. Still, look at that car. It's a beautiful blue. I have to say, on camera it doesn't look really that metallic, but in real life it does, and it's looking beautiful. So yeah, nice little picture we have in the background. One thing I really like is that they have the correct tires on the model as well as on the picture. So yeah, let's get this thing out of here, shall we? And look at that. This is a very, very rare motorcar. When you look on the second-hand market, these prices of the STR10 and 11 are like crazy. But here we have the re-release of 2024, and it's a beautiful model. And I really have to zoom in on that metallic color. Look at that. Can you see that? That's a beautiful metallic. I really like to see this car in this specific light because you can see that light casting out there, looking really nice. So yeah, I really liked it when Toro Rosso had this color scheme back then. It was this really, especially with that gold color, looking really nice. I really like the rims on here. So yeah, like Minichamps always does, we have a little piece of foam under the front wing. I do think I fixed that rear wing pretty well. All right, let's do what we always do and work from the front to the back, shall we? So this rear wing actually has some wings on the inside of the wing end plate. So that would still be a thing until 2018, because after 2018 they basically had to remove it. Front wings became much more simple. On the left flap we do have red, and on the right hand side we have bull. Unfortunately no slots between the elements, which is a little bit unfortunate. We do have a nice little tire sensor here. I don't know if you can see that very well right now. Look at that. Very nice. Pretty simple front wing, and what I really like is that it's very squared off as well. Usually we don't see those square front wings anymore. It's all rounded, but this is really like retro. Front of the nose we have a whole bunch of different sponsors. Cespa, Nova Chemicals, Pirelli and Renault, because this car was still powered by Renault back in the day. Camera pods looking very interesting as well. You can see a glimpse of that beautiful metallic blue, looking really nice. Kind of funny to see how short the noses were on these cars. Everything seems so compact with this thing. Look at this, how compact the car is. Suspension looking really interesting. We do have some different colored elements as well. I really like that carbon fiber texture we have going on there. That is looking really nice. Really nice white tire we have on here. The Pirellis. I really do like that gold rim very much. I really like that with this car. One color that fits this car as well is that orange tire. I think that was the hard tire back then, but I'm not 100% sure. Front of the driver's cell, we do have race number 33, and above there the Red Bull logo with a bunch of different little antennas as well. No 360 camera back in the day. The side of the driver's cell, we do have a big Nova Chemicals logo too. And here we have a very exposed Max Verstappen because the halo was not invented until 2018, but in 2016 there were various testing as well. So yeah, it's kind of weird to see those 2016 cars with a halo, but as you can see, a very exposed Max Verstappen. Yeah, he's really laying down there. Now you can see a little bit more of that driver figure, which you usually cannot see. Let's start off with that helmet, shall we? I don't know if you can see that very well. As you notice, I'm zooming in very much at the moment. Nice little Dutch color scheme of red, white and blue. A very basic Red Bull helmet he still had back then. So yeah, obviously being an older Minichamps model, it didn't have a reflective visor yet. It's still this brownish color, which I don't really like that much. Driver suit looking really interesting. Separate seat belts as well. A bunch of different logos. Really nice attention to detail right there. Very long steering column. Look at that. Very long one. And here we have the steering wheel, and there we have the steering wheel itself with a little bit of red accents we see right there. So yeah, I was always told Minichamps makes unique steering wheels to each and every single one of their models. If that's true, I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's true, but side pods are really squared off from the top. Entrances are quite small, not the biggest ones we've seen. Once again, that whole bar switch section was basically non-existent back in the day. What I really like as well is that floor with that checkerboard pattern, looking really interesting. But then the most beautiful thing about this car is basically that very interesting. One thing I do like most about this car is that Red Bull illustration on the side. How much it contrasts with that beautiful navy blue. I really like that. I have to say, in all honesty, the camera doesn't really do that much justice to it. In real life, it's much more vibrant. Let's see if I can fix it a little bit in post. Some more decals as well. Some beautiful line work too. And on the side, we have a big Red Bull logo as well. Moving a little bit more backwards, we do see a Renault logo because they were still running Renault back in the day. Can you imagine that now? The Drive to Survive fans will know what I mean exactly. Right, so 2015 basically meant no shark fin at all. Very sleek looking cars. So yeah, this is basically a section which I had to glue on. I don't think you can see my glue very much. A little bit right there. It was basically, those two pillars. Those two pillars were basically broken off and the whole front wing basically came loose. And I had to glue it on different places as well as here. I don't know if you can see it pretty properly. I think I fixed it up as best as I could. So yeah, the rear wing, unfortunately being an older model, no slots between the DRS flap. We do see some cutouts right here, which is really nice. Some cutouts looking very interesting. But apart from that, the rear wing is not that detailed at all. Being an older model, they unfortunately don't have a slot between the DRS flap, which is unfortunate. Side of the wing end plate, we do see a big Cepsa logo. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. As well on the DRS flap and the main plane as well. Rear of the car, rear of the wing, we do see Cepsa as well. On the inside of the wing end plate, we do see service, TV, bulletin, and Red Bull Mobile. What's also very interesting to see we had back then was this very weird spoiler thing on the bore exhaust. This little thing. Really interesting to see. Very interesting. It's nice to see a very classic diffuser, as well as some very nice lights. A very difficult model to get your hands on. It has been re-released right now as we speak. I think it's a beautiful car, but I don't think it's worth the money people are paying for it. So yeah, very simple car. If I had to describe this car in one word, it would be very simple. Which is a crazy thing because Formula 1 is far from simple. It's basically the opposite, but that's basically it for the close-up of this car. And let's get to the final verdict, shall we? So yeah, that's basically the model car of today. I have to say I do really like this model car. I have to say, in all honesty, I don't know if something wrong with my equipment, but the camera really does not do the color justice. It's very hard to capture really beautiful metallic flakes on camera. You really have to see it in person. And I think this car just looks phenomenal. So yeah, nice model car. Is it worth 300 euros? Hell no. Is it worth 180? I would say yes. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It would really help out tremendously. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one as well.